The frames. Today we'll be discussing the frames in regards to the visual arts. The frames are one of the three core content areas one must study to learn about all areas of visual arts. The other two subjects are the conceptual framework and practice. The four frames are the subjective, cultural, structural, and postmodern. They all link to the conceptual framework and practice. They are ways of understanding and interpreting an artwork, including the different layers of meaning. They affect your approach to personal art practice, criticism, and art history. The frames explore different points of views the artist and audience might have when creating or interpreting an artwork. We'll be studying 32 Campbell's Soup Cans by Andy Warhol, a pop art work, to help contextualize our understanding of the frames. That is, we'll be examining this artwork through the eyes of each of the frames. The structural frame is about the communication and the system of signs and symbols. It is about art as a visual language. It views the visual arts as a system of symbolic communication through which particular aesthetic forms of information are transmitted. It includes the elements of colour, line, shape, texture, tone, and composition. It also involves the techniques and skills the artist uses to create their artwork. For Andy Warhol's soup cans, he uses bright colours, a repetitive composition, and the symbols of the branding of Campbell's soup cans. The red attracts the eye, and the rectangular frames and cylindrical cans emphasize uniformity. The cultural frame. The cultural frame explores the way in which artworks are interpreted and created through the use of cultural and social meaning. It explores the understanding of the meaning of art in relation to the social perspective of which the community grows. Ideological views and notions of cultural identity are explored, as well as cultural groups and values, spiritual and secular belief systems, gender, race, class, and politics. Art movements and styles are critical to cultural frame. It reflects comics. The bright colours also reflect advertising. Pop art explored ideas of reproduction, repetition, and originality. Andy Warhol ate soup every day and was interested in the way it tasted the same no matter what social class the person belonged to. This artwork explores the uniformity of advertising and the way it was designed to draw the eye. The subjective frame. The subjective frame explores the personal and psychological experience of creating and viewing an artwork. It includes the intentions of the artist and the audience's response to the artwork. This includes how the artwork makes you feel and why, as well as the ideas surrounding feelings, sensory experience, imagination, human consciousness, and creative expression, as well as others. In regards to Andy Warhol's soup cans, the bright colours are attractive, creating an intense sensory experience. The repetition may be found to be overwhelming or calming. Warhol expressed human overwhelming sensory experience of consumption and purchasing. Looking at the cans, you may even feel hungry. It is an expression of Andy Warhol's daily life. The postmodern frame. The postmodern frame explores ideas which challenge mainstream values of histories and concepts. It is involved with irony, appropriation, and parody. It often questions what art is, and is involved with the reinterpretation and borrowing of other people's ideas. It explores new materials and methods. In regards to the postmodern frame and Andy Warhol's soup cans, this artwork is an appropriation of a mass-produced product, which makes a statement about consumer society. It challenges ideas about what defines fine arts and its traditions through its focus on the mediocre subject matter of the soup can. It can also be seen as a reinterpretation of advertising, through the placement of it in a new context, which is the art gallery.